He ain't coming back tomorrow morning. You got to get after him. He's trying to get away with the title.
What's going on today?
What's going on? We got a little, we got some matches going today. Should be pretty good scraps.
You're simulating 2 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and then gold medal, silver, bronze medal tomorrow.
Yep. I think these guys are ready to get away from the technique and just kind of battle a little bit. And so they had yesterday off, wrestling recovery, cold plunge, and so they matched up today pretty strong. So it should be some pretty good matches.
What are the big matches? Obviously, Jaden versus 2 of the guys he's going to have to potentially have in the mini tournament.
Yeah, I think all the matches here are going to be pretty good. You got Miles Martin here. You got Ty. You got Mock. You got Colin Moore, Muhammad. So we're so limited on numbers, right, that every kid we have in here is pretty tough. And so every match is going to be pretty competitive. We want to see some of the things that we talked about this week and from a technical and tactical standpoint kind of come into play, not just try to win matches, but really try to experiment with some of the stuff that we've done this week with the same mentality of wrestling hard, moving your hands and feet type stuff.
What do you think Alex and Jagger have gotten out of this camp? Those are your guys specifically. Right. You're developing the young talent. What do you think your young talent's gotten out of this?
Well, I just think they've seen a higher level now. I mean, they're being challenged at a higher level in all positions. When they're wrestling live, it's really probably the most competitive goals that they'll have, not only in the practice room, but in live competition. And I think that's one of the things we talked about with the EAP program is that we get them in and we train them with our senior level guys, so they're wrestling people at a higher level and being challenged in a bunch of different positions. We take them over to world events against the best juniors in the world. So they're being challenged at a much higher level than they would in their own gym or in a state competition. So they've gotten a ton technically, but more than anything else, they've kind of seeing what the mental was for some of the best guys in the world, some of the best guys in our country. Just kind of see how they approach things and become more professional. And I think that's what we're really trying to get across these guys is how can you become more of a professional? And so they're really feeding into that, and they're really high level kids, not only wrestling wise, but the way they think. Psychologically, they're on top of their game. So expect a lot out of them. Expecting to scrap today.
I asked Alex if it's hard to stay engaged when you're just going out and pinning everybody in a minute and smashing everybody. And he said, not really. He said, which for me, I know a lot of kids get stagnant, right?
It's fun. You know, I did the same thing my senior year. You know, it's fun to pin people and put on the show and not have that pressure of a guy that's really going to come and challenge you, right? But that's, if you want to be the best in the world, that challenge has to always exist. That challenge has to exist in the wrestling room, and it has to exist in competition. If you're not getting that, and then you get into a war, you get into a fight, most times you falter. You never see guys that just run through weight classes and run through a world championship. So besides some of the exceptionals that we've had at the world level. But eventually you're going to be challenged. You're going to be challenged not only physically, but you're going to be challenged more mentally. If you're not getting that challenge every single day or often, especially in live competition, it's going to be tough to pull some of those tough matches out.
You guys just watched your gold medal match, I believe?
We watched Bruce's, he was a flag bearer in 1996, so we watched him carry the flag into the Olympic Stadium, and then we watched his Olympic match, and then we watched my Olympic match from the same year.
So both of your gold medal matches?
Yep.
That's pretty good mental preparation,
it's cool.
Coach.
You know, I'm not that kind of guy. You know, I'm not a big bragger type of guy or boaster. I'm just trying to share some knowledge with these guys. And Joe was trying to get them fired up, and Doc kind of fed into that. And so with me and Bruce being here, and he just felt like sharing that with these guys would kind of motivate them a little bit more to kind of wrestle a bit harder today. But also, there's some technical and some tactical things going on in a live Olympic Games gold medal match that everyone should see. You know, when I was going after mine, I would watch the Dave Schultz gold medal, the Kenny Monday gold medal, John Smith, the Bruce Baumgartners. I watched the Olympic trials to see what kind of intensity and energy it took to actually make the Olympic team, and then I watched the Olympic Games to see what type of energy and intensity it took to win a gold medal. And so this is just what we're trying to convey to these guys as well.
Right now, are they on their own for warm-up? Is this
all
on their own?
Well,
like it will be at a tournament?
The deal is that they have to perform at your highest level. You have to know when your body is ready. You have to know when you're hot and when you're equipped to go out there and be ready for a scramble off the bat. And so we're trying to develop a routine that not only consists in their practice, but consists in their competition. So when they get in the competition, they've trained this routine so many times that when they get into competition, it gives them more of a comfort factor. They're able to deal with the anxieties and the stress and the butterflies because they've taken their body to where it's going to perform at its best so many times in practice. It carries over the competition, and so we're expecting to perform based on that.
All right. I'm pumped to see these, Coach. Can't really record matches. I don't want to give the secrets away.
No, it should be good. We'll be recording.
All right.
We're good. Mo, you all set?